Can I just say I'm very proud of the fact that I had KFC hot wings for breakfast.
Ah.
That's what I actually got here about 20 minutes ago, but
You was in there
I
eating,
was downstairs in my studio
eating.
eating because I ordered. Girl, listen, I ordered some KFC hot wings last night, hot
Uh-huh.
and spicy, to
Uh-huh.
watch the Super to the Bowl.
Who'd you watch the Super Bowl with last night? Your boyfriend?
Yes, it was just me and Ian. That was all.
Oh, okay. I love
Yes,
that.
yeah, that was it. What about you? Went to Kelly's, right?
For a little bit.
Okay,
I went there twice to get some of Kelly's our mutual friend. I went there twice to get some of her food. Her husband's a good
not
cook.
twice.
Yeah, I went there.
Would you hit there for dinner and a snack?
I did. I came for a snack first, and then I came back for the real dinner. In between, I was watching it with some family friends. I was watching with BT. I was at
Oh,
BT's house,
nice.
yeah, with her
Oh,
baby.
okay.
My friend just had a baby turn 1 year old, so you got to raise the kids up right.
That's right.
I didn't have much to say about the game, if I'm being honest with you. I thought it was kind of average.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
Well,
I wanted, and
I
I
understand.
also I picked the wrong team, but I knew that I picked the wrong team. I just was trying to go with
Eh,
Tom Brady, but I'm not
Oh,
fooling with Tom Brady no more.
speaking of Tom,
That he's dating Alex Earl.
is that I had never heard. I didn't know who that was
Mm-hmm.
at all. So
Mm-hmm.
do you believe that your man Tom is dating her, or what's going
I
on?
mean, I think he's not dating anybody. I think he's going to be a forever bachelor. I think he's
Mm,
just going to go and have a good time.
mm,
But what I did know is that I am going to go to Buenos Aires
mm. Oh, really?
to see Bad Bunny. I looked up all his concert dates
Oh
and
no, you
over
are committed.
yeah, because I'm in love. He was so beautiful last night. He'll be in Argentina, right?
Okay,
These are things
okay,
that we have to look forward to. He's going to be in Argentina, Buenos Aires, and
okay.
then over Valentine's Day weekend. So it'll be good for me and him to have our first date over Valentine's weekend in
That
Buenos
sounds
Aires
lovely.
while
Yes.
he's
Okay.
performing. He doesn't know about it, but it feels very special.
He has no
And
idea.
then he has no
It-
idea,
okay.
but he will be in New York March 8th.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Ah,
So what is? Do you
papi,
have a
¿cómo
game plan,
estás?
Karen?
Do I have what?
Do you have a game plan?
Yeah, I'm gonna just walk up on him and be like, ¿Cómo estás? Bien y
And that's
tú?
it?
Te
You,
amo.
you te amo. Okay, what are the odds you will still be
Mi
in love with him
casa
by then?
es mi casa es su casa. The
My
odds would
house
be
is
my house is your
okay.
house. I don't know what the
Okay.
odds are. I would like everyone to know we are clearly in different locations and I can't move too much. This is preventing me from gesticulating. It's like a very small wire, so I got to just stay just like this,
You gotta
okay?
stay, okay.
Just
Which will
like
be tough
this.
because
Yeah,
I know
for
how
me.
much Bad Bunny excites you.
Yeah, in my armpits, but I can't get excited. I got to
D-
stay locked in. No
Did your
movement.
armpits get damp and moist as you watched him?
Last night,
Yeah.
well, can I be honest?
Please.
I really enjoyed it. It was a vibe. What they didn't do was give us the closed captions. I wanted closed captions.
Oh, you did.
I could have turned it on, but I wasn't at home. So I was at someone
Okay.
else's house watching it after we left the Super Bowl. It was
Mhm.
such a high too. I was really tired because we spent a whole week there and I was like, okay, this is good. I'm gonna relax. I should have put closed captioning on so I could really be like, I love you. I love you. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Right. Okay.
What about you?
I understood some of it because as I
Mm,
have shared on this here
you a lie.
program,
You don't even
I
speak
I am
Spanish.
I am
I always challenge you to speak Spanish. You're such a liar. Say something.
I am so,
Mentiroso.
¿cómo se
Mentirosa.
sienten? I see you call
¿Cómo
me a
se...
liar. ¿Cómo se sientes? Yes, that is what you say.
Say that again. Say that
¿Cómo se
again.
cómo
Como
se
what?
sientes?
Como who?
¿Cómo se sientes?
¿Cómo
Do you
se
know what that
sientes?
means?
Qué es cómo se sientes?
Que es, ¿Cómo se sientes is how are you feeling? ¿Cómo se sientes hoy?
¿Cómo
How are you
está?
feeling
¿Cómo
today?
está? ¿Cómo está? Es muy
That's the
mejor.
other way. You know what? We have now turned this into a bilingual
Más
podcast.
hablos, señorita. Para mí,
Um,
señora, para mí.
More
Más
speaking,
hablas. Sí.
more speaking. See, Cari, I'm not making this
More
up.
speaking. Continue. I'm asking you to continue.
I am not going to yet reveal the depth of which I know the language. But no,
Mm,
as I shared on here,
mhm,
me and Ian, me and my husband, we are
mhm,
currently taking Spanish lessons.
mhm. Como.
Seriously, we
Mm,
have a private tutor
mm,
comes to our crib once a
Well,
week.
they
And
not doing a good job.
know.
I could come tomorrow and give me and
You
just
know
give
what?
me a McDonald's Happy Meal, and I'll have y'all speaking Spanish by the time I'm out of there. Y'all wasting your money.
So to get back to your original question in
Look at
terms
her being a
of
mama.
how I felt about
Okay.
his performance, I thought it was visually stunning.
Oh yeah,
I
no.
Oh my goodness! Like
Girl, the people is sugar canes, like
I
genius.
know, and the cultural representation. Because for those of you who may not know, but sugarcane, big part of the slave trade that obviously started in the Caribbean and in other Latino countries. So like it was the symbolism, and that is an elaborate set. People have to understand you don't have a ton of time in that halftime, and so to have such an elaborate, detailed, very thoughtful, curated set was amazing.
I agree, friend. I'm sorry. I was just thinking about one other thing. Remember that time we went to Puerto Rico and the power went out? So that's why the electric. You don't remember that time we were there? The whole island went dark for like most
I
of the
don't
time.
remember
You
that
don't
it was
remember that,
dark.
but that really played into the fact that they had the power lines because it's supposed. The grid is so poor, and that's why they had the power lines. And I remember when we went there, that was one of the things that we. I don't think you remember, but it was like they had no power, so it was crazy. Okay, so
So the symbolism,
was there.
The symbolism was great, and then of course the cameos. You got Pedro Pascal, Jessica Alba.
I heard Cardi B broke up with her boyfriend.
Girl, I was just reading that before we.
What
logged
happened?
on
Was he
here.
mad that she was dancing with old boy? I heard that he had another girl there that he may have messed with. I don't know what's going on. What
The
happened?
drama?
Oh my God!
I
It
don't
was so
think
much.
anybody looked at them and thought this is going to be some forever stuff.
Well, I thought that, I got to be honest with you, I thought that they were going to be around. I didn't think she was going to break up with him at the Super Bowl, and I didn't think it was going to be that kind of drama. Jesus. I didn't think that at all.
I was wondering, I was like, wow, was he still upset about the loss? Is that what happened? Like, how did this all of a sudden lead to a breakup?
Well, because apparently the woman that was there was his. I don't know. Let me stop. I don't know. There's so much going on. Anyway, all right. So that was my thoughts on Bad Bunny. He's still fine. I have a crush on him. You know, I do still hate that everybody was so upset for 15 minutes, or it was 13 minutes to be exact. 13 minutes of a halftime show. People are very upset about whether or not he was there. I mean, why it was all in Spanish, and they were like losing their mind. I figure that we take some of the best quotes and guess the position. Remember our game? By the way, when I said guess the position with Katie, I had no idea that.
You didn't get the double entendre.
Yes, I was because I'm innocent.
Oh, okay. So we just the nasty ones.
Yeah. Okay, so explain to the folks at home how it works.
Okay, so Cari is going to say.
Well, in general, how does the game work?
In general, what we will do is that we will relay a quote. Maybe even sometimes we might play sound of that quote, and you have to guess who said it. What is their position? Who is this person that possibly said this? That is the gist of the game. Hopefully I explained that somewhat decently.
Okay, and it doesn't matter what the position is. It could be an entity, it could be a person, it could be a thing. It could be a group of people. So for Guess the Position is Bad Bunny edition. And so many people said so many ridiculous, but also some very inspiring things. I know everyone thought, oh, my favorite. Okay, I digress. I'm done with it. I can point out so many highlights and so many moments about that. I felt very special to me in his concert, the symbolism. I do wish there were captions. The symbolism was amazing. But I loved all the commentary. So I'm going to read to you what someone said before Bad Bunny, or I'm going to paraphrase what someone said before Bad Bunny even got on stage, and you tell me what you think, okay? You have to guess the position, and I'm going to give you several guesses if you want. Okay,
several guesses. Okay.
You ready?
I am ready.
This person said that they didn't mind, that they wanted to remind us all that Bad Bunny is an American, but it's not about him being an American. It is about his message of hate. He led with a message of hate.
He led with a message of hate?
By telling everyone to learn Spanish.
That's supposedly hateful?
Yes.
Okay.
Guess the position. Who would say something like this about Bad Bunny?
Well, first of all, whoever said it is a moron. Like that's
That
just, that is accurate. It is a moron.
did it.
Okay, so I got one part of it right. Okay, is this person who's
It's 2 words. It's 2 words.
2 words?
Uh-huh.
Okay, this
Uh-huh.
feels like a great game of like of not categories but charades. Okay,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
all right. Is this person in sports or politics?
This person is in both, actually.
Is in both.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay. Is this person a man or a woman?
It's a woman.
Okay. Why did you thought about that way too long? You were like,
Okay.
it's a woman. Okay. Is this person someone we would invite to the cookout or not?
No, we would
Oh, they
never.
would never be invited to the cookout.
We would
Okay,
never
so
invite
I
this
got
person.
woman in sports and politics.
Lives in a little bit of both worlds, similar to how we live in a little bit of
Okay.
both worlds.
It lives in a little bit of both worlds. Journalist?
Sure.
You said sure. Okay, so this screams talking head to me. So talking head.
You actually know this person.
I know this person.
Yeah. You know this person well.
There's no way I hang out with this person.
In fact, at one point in our lives, you would try to tell me how great she was. Uh-oh. I just revealed it was a she. Did I reveal that before?
Well, you
Okay.
already revealed that. You said it was a woman.
Okay, all right.
Okay, revealed how great she was. Is she somebody that used to work with us here?
She is someone who used to work with us.
I know who this is. I know who this is. I know who this is. This is Sage Steele. That's who this
Bing!
is.
You
This is
win!
Sage Steele. Oh, well, that sounds about right for her. That's for sure.
I was like, wait, he's leading with hate because he told us to learn Spanish?
Right. And then, by the way,
Gallete.
Gallete. I know what that means. Oof. Oh, well, you know the other one.
Okay. You know what? Don't teach me your Spanish. Okay, go on. Okay. Guess the position. You did great.
Yeah, thank you, Cari.
You're welcome.
You gave wonderful clues. I see we can play charades together, but it's so interesting she would say that, considering on the Jumbotron in Santa Clara, he had a message of love as he performed.
He literally said the best way to get rid of hate is
with love.
With love, literally.
Right.
He's leading from a place of hate because he said, learn Spanish? No, that would be education. You don't want an education? Get out of here. Okay, go on. Okay, go on. I'm sorry.
No. You go ahead and finish what you're going to say.
No. I was about to just go into a whole rant about her, but I don't want to. Go ahead. You finish. I don't want to give her any more time.
Well, I will at least clear up one thing before we move on to me having you guess the position. Is everybody, when we told the story about how you almost beat the brakes off of somebody at the Super Bowl party at ESPN, everybody assumed it was Sage.
It wasn't.
It was not Sage Steele. That is not who.
It wasn't.
It was not
Shocker.
her.
It was not her.
It was not her at all. So just want to clear that up.
Okay, good. Tell everyone
Flagrant
that.
And funny listeners.
It was
and
not.
Viewers. It was not Sage Steele.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Cari, we're going to transition from Bad Bunny into the Olympics. So we're talking the Olympics here.
Okay.
All right. And I don't know if you've seen it. I'm sure you have. That a lot of the Olympians, the Americans, have been asked about what's happening in this country, how they feel about it. And they've been actually quite candid in what they have said. And one of them, one Olympic athlete, he's a skier, Hunter Hess. He had some thoughts about what's happening in the country. And basically he said, just because I'm wearing this flag, this is his exact quote, just because I'm wearing this flag doesn't mean I represent everything that's going on in the U.S. So he's like, I love this country, but guess what? I ain't down for everything that's happening here. So this is where Guess the Position comes in. This person responded to Hunter Hess by saying this. U.S. Olympic skier Hunter Hess, a real loser, says he doesn't represent his country in the current Winter Olympics. If that's the case, he shouldn't have tried out for the team, and it's too bad he's on it. Very hard to root for someone like this. I'm not going to say the last sentence of what this person said because you'll guess it right away.
Well, I feel like I already know it because of one word you used, but let me guess. Okay. It wasn't a fellow Olympian, right? It was not a fellow Olympian. It wasn't a retired Olympian. It wasn't not an athlete.
Not an athlete.
Okay. Politician.
That is correct.
Okay, well, what's your president? Because you
You know what?
said you
You're
said
right.
loser.
Because
It's
I
your
said
president. You
loser.
said loser. I was like, girl, ding, ding, ding. That's your president.
See, the thing is, I couldn't read the last sentence, so he posted this on True Social, which was "Make America Great Again," because you would
Oh,
have got it
okay,
right
yeah,
away.
yeah.
I was like,
Well,
you'd be like, "Oh, it's the president."
are you on True Social like that?
Hell no, I'm not
Okay.
on True Social. Okay,
she, she's such a liar.
I am
Okay,
not
go
on
on.
True Social,
Okay,
but
go
as you
on.
know,
Okay.
whatever he puts there makes its way over into the other social media
Uh-huh.
platforms. But
Okay.
you know, I've seen it. It wasn't just Donald Trump going off
Hmm.
about this. Other people, Megyn Kelly, all these conservatives have been going off about the fact that the American athletes are daring to tell the truth about their own country, as if we have not seen this before. Hello,
Okay. By the way,
1968 Olympics.
it is absolutely completely okay to criticize your country. And even what Hunter, I heard what he said. It was like Hunter is his first name, right? I read it.
Yes, Hunter Hess.
Yeah, he didn't even say anything. He was hesitant to even complain. Like he was just like, "Oh, I'm a little concerned, A, B, C, and D." Like he had no real issues. He was like, "I don't like what our country stands for." And it's okay for him to say that. Like when they feel as if I don't know what this is about. Something about the Olympics and the International Committee, they feel like Olympic Committee, they feel like athletes aren't allowed to speak out. There is some sort of, it feels like, yes, it's supposed to be amateur in a way, but there's still something there that makes them feel, and they've been doing it since the beginning of time, the athletes shouldn't use this platform. Like, this is not the time. This is absolutely the time. This is my country. We're humans. I take my human experience with me, so I should be allowed to speak as a human when I am performing for my country or actually competing for my country. I can talk about what I love and what I don't love. That's the beauty of when someone, I remember covering the Olympics, and I remember watching some of these countries and how they really felt about their homeland, and when their anthem was played, and how when they were getting, I remember talking about this so well, and they would have to, the flag bearer holding the flag, there was so much pride. And so it's okay to still love your country but still criticize it in a way, or critique it even, because it means you love your country. That's what James Baldwin said. I love America. That's why I will continue to critique her. But anyway,
Uh, that look at you dropping some historical knowledge during
go
Black
on.
History Month.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, I,
Yes.
I agree with everything you said, and to further give context to his remarks, to your point, Hunter Hess didn't really say anything that was crazy,
No.
and furthermore, he said, "I think for me, it's more I'm representing my family." My friends back home, the people that represented it before me, all the things that I believe are good about the US. That's what he said. So yes, it's some things that he disagrees with in terms of this country. And a lot, and was so ironic
Mm-hmm.
about the people who are criticizing him and other Olympic athletes. They bitch and complain about this country all the
Mm-hmm.
time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
yet they, because of, I think, the type of criticism some of these athletes have, that's really the root issue. Because I promise you, if Hunter Hess would have said, I support ICE or anything that fell in line with the beliefs of the people who are criticizing him, they wouldn't have said
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
But it's because in their mind, he said something that was counter to what they believe. So all of a sudden, he's a bad American.
That's
Um,
crazy. I
which
get
is
tired. And by the way, that's what opinions are for. I don't care. Let them be this way. I just get sick and tired of the blatant double standard. It's not even, they're not even trying to hide it. It's so blatant. Like, you cannot say certain things about certain people, but you can say whatever you want. You can just call somebody a loser. That's not promoting hate. Like,
Yes,
I'm just going back to guess the
representing the
position.
country, called him a loser.
Your former colleague saying that he is promoting hate because he's telling people to learn Spanish.
I know we have reached a point in the plot. You know what? We're not even in the plot anymore. We lost the plot a while ago, and
A while ago.
a while ago. And I will also, just as a point of clarification to all the people who have seen some of these comments, because people keep saying, like, we pay them to go represent us. We do not play, unlike the other countries who
They-
fund their Olympic athletes, we actually don't do that.
$0.
So, so no,
$0.
they're not getting a government stipend. Yeah, because they, say like, "Oh, how you gonna go over there and talk about our country when we're paying you to be there?" We do not do that.
I'm
So
going to tell you another thing that we don't do. We don't replace if someone had made the team and then they can't continue to perform, they can't be replaced. So if I see another person online saying Lindsey Vonn should have been replaced, she should have gave it up to someone
right.
younger. I'm all like, it doesn't work that way. She couldn't have been replaced. She made the team. And shout out to Lindsey Vonn. Listen, there are so many thoughts. I'm hearing all these Monday morning quarterbacks, for lack of a better term, say what she should have done, and she was too old, and when she had injured herself, she should have bowed out gracefully. It's like she earned the spot. Why not? Like, I hate that she had to get two surgeries. They're confirming that in Italy. She had two surgeries. I think she broke her leg, but she was of the belief that there is a chance, and if I have a chance, I'll do it. I'm okay with that. I really, truly am. She was fearless, and she wanted to give herself an opportunity to do something that hadn't been done before. And yeah, did we know it would end this way? I didn't think she would crash out. I don't know if she would have medaled. I think if for any, like, she just wanted to medal, I think. But I just couldn't imagine, after all that adrenaline and after everything was happening, that she could have actually done well. Once you settle down and your body starts to, recalibrate, it probably had to be really tough for her. But I like it. I love what she wanted to do. I love her heart. I love that she was fearless. I hate she had to crash out like this. I really, really do. But everyone weighing in, like all of these trainers saying sometimes you have to protect the athlete from themselves. I'm like, you absolutely do. But when was she coming back? Was she going to come back? She was 44? When was she coming back? When she was,
yeah, so
she had no choice, at
so
least
in your
in my
mind,
mind.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So just to others understand your perspective, given the fact that this is likely the last hurrah for her, you felt like she had the right to go out in whatever way that she went out.
Yeah, but people
Then
are disagreeing. Like, it's a huge debate. They're saying her team should have stopped her. This whole believe, because there was this whole campaign. It was like BELV, believe, B Lindsey Vonn, believe, all the things. I mean, look, I don't know. What are your thoughts? What do you think?
so I my thought was she has reached, and how she's elevated that sport and what she's accomplished. She's earned the right to crash out in this way, and I mean that in a very
Sure.
you know respectful fashion. Is like, no, she earned this. It's very few athletes that actually get to go out on their own terms, and while this is not the way that I'm sure she wanted to go out,
Of
of course she wanted
course.
to medal, but I think my guess is she's happy, or she's at least resolved to how this happened, in the sense that she got to go out doing something that she loved. And I don't mean to say that to like eulogize her, like she may never be back, but
Yeah.
I don't think it would. I think it would have been worse for her, or she would have felt some regret if she decided once she was hurt that, hey, I'm just not going to compete. That
Yeah.
would have lived in her mind for a long time. And most people cannot understand how professional athletes think. They are not wired like the rest of us, okay?
At all.
At all.
They
And
think
so
differently.
it's very
And also, I was just thinking about, like, a couple of in tennis. I've known, and by the way, athletes win injured all the time. Novak won a Grand Slam, he said, with a tear or a fracture. People have done this. They play through injury, not maybe to this significant level, but the reality is you don't know how they think. And I just feel like, good for you. At least you tried it. I hate that everyone is weighing in on it. I know I've read different reports. A fracture in her leg. She had two surgeries. I'm also hearing that. And these are all different reports that she was moved to intensive care. I hope that it is, and it's doubtful that it will affect her. Hopefully, she can heal from this and move on and live a happy, healthy life. But she probably has zero regrets. Like, she did it the
mhm.
way she wanted to do it. Like,
Well,
just
let
for
me
those 3 or 4 days where she had everybody hyped, like, I'm gonna go and do it. She probably was so happy.
let me ask you this: do you
Okay.
think some of the differing reaction is because she's a woman? Because I'm thinking about the fact that we just saw Bo Nix in the NFL playoffs. My man was out there with a broken leg.
Hmm.
Okay. And most people
Hmm.
after that said, this dude is insane. They were applauding his toughness.
Yeah.
And we do this with male athletes just in
All the
general.
time.
But do you think the questioning, any of this is related to the fact that, she's a female athlete competing?
Maybe. I think it has something to do with the sport itself, more so than just a female. Because what she does is inherently dangerous. I want to Google how many times this woman said she broke every bone in her body. I'm exaggerating. How many? Like, she's just.
But her injuries have been extensive, to your point.
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
I think it's because of how dangerous what she does inherently is, that they're like, oh my God, you have an AC tear, like, what do you, ACL tear? What are you doing? It's a rupture. You shouldn't do that. And then people were like, there's no way she has a full rupture because she's still doing this and she's still doing that. Everyone had something to say. Being a woman could have something to do with it, really. But I think it's just a fact of we knew that she had this horrible injury, the visuals of how she was injured. We've seen her injured before. That's why she stepped down. That's why she retired, rather. And I also think that if I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, there's just no way I would want to go downhill skiing with a ruptured ACL. I don't know how. I'm not built that way. Seems crazy.
Like to even think
it's
about
like
it,
seems crazy.
As it is, it's a sport that when you watch it, and I've seen it live because having covered the Winter Olympics before, and you just cannot believe that human beings actually do this. Like,
yeah.
Why?
She's had 10 major injuries throughout her decorated career, 3-decade alpine skiing career. That's her decorated 3-decade alpine skiing career. She can read, I promise. Here are the knee injuries: multiple torn ACLs, 2007, 2013, 2026, MCL tears and other fractured areas. I'm not a doctor. Fractured arm, broken pinky, broken ankle, concussions, nerve damage, several thumb tendons, like everything.
You name it, she broke it.
That's the game. Let's play that game.
Right, exactly.
If I name it, tell me if you broke it. Yeah.
Yes, we could play that game next.
So I just feel like she was going to do it no matter what. This was old hat to her. That's what I feel. I just feel like she would have done it no matter what. So, but I wish her a speedy recovery. Lindsey, you inspired a lot of us. I don't care if it was 2 days, 3 days, or 4 days. You said if there's a chance, there's still a chance. I believe that wholeheartedly.
And speaking of well wishes, Cari, before we end this episode, usually we end things on a high note.
Yeah.
But there's a little bit of sadness in this particular topic. We're talking about the NBC Today, the Today Show anchor, Savannah Guthrie. Mm-hmm. Obviously, a lot of people are aware of what her and her family are going through. Her mom is still missing. And this is just such a gut-wrenching thing to see play out publicly. And I know it may sound trite to say it, but it literally does feel like you're watching a movie. I mean, it's just, you can't imagine something like this happening to anybody. And to see her doing these videos with her family, begging for somebody, whoever is responsible for this, to return her mother. This is just really awful to see. And so I know you feel the same. I want to just wish her and her family all the positivity, the love, the support, the prayers, just everything possible. And I'm just hoping this comes to a happy resolution.
I absolutely concur. For folks at home who've been watching this story, because you're right, it is playing out like a horrible television movie. Nancy Guthrie, 84 years old, was dropped off at her house outside of Tucson on January 31st, reported missing around noon on February 1st. And they've been looking for her ever since. She apparently has a pacemaker, and they're saying that she needs her medicine. I don't know how in the world this is happening. I'm hearing all sort of conspiracy theories, but at the end of the day, I'm hoping for a miracle. I couldn't even imagine what this family is going through, and they're taking us on this journey with them. Like, Savannah's very boldly reading these, or responding to ransom notes and or letters. I hear they want millions in Bitcoin because you can't chase it, you can't trace it. But at the end of the day, who's taking someone's mother, Jemele? Like, who's doing that? Like, what kind of world are we living in right now? It's so disgusting.
Yeah, it's really hard to wrap your mind around all of this, and as you said, just to play out in this particular fashion. it really breaks my heart when just seeing her on camera. But it's been amazing, all the support that I'm sure
Yeah.
she's felt from
Yeah.
not just the country but her colleagues. They have
Hmm.
been incredible from what I can see. But wishing you the best, Savannah, and to all of the Guthrie
Yeah.
family.
Yes.
Wishing you all of our love.
Prayers. And
That's for
prayers.
sure.
And prayers. All right, Jemele. So we're going to wrap up this episode. I'm going to say this. I'm here in California, and I don't know how you do a show at 7 a.m. I'm exhausted.
Thank you.
I don't know how
Welcome
you
to
do
my world,
it.
Carrie. Welcome to my world.
Girl, I don't know how you do it. I'm barely awake. I don't even know. What did we talk about today?
Yeah, I know. We listen. For you, my love, for you, my queen. I make the sacrifice.
Ooh, I love you. All right, honey. Have a great day. I love you. I'll talk to you later.